Welcome back to AllTheMons. I'm Bumstar, and now that we've made a lot of progress towards the Pika Star, there's a few extra pieces that we need before we can actually start crafting them. So in this episode, we're going to knock out some of the smaller requirements and get a few more of the easier components prepared. Once that's done, we're going to finally begin the ATM gym series so we can start collecting the badges needed for the Pika Star. Let's get started. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to utilize this little setup here, and we're going to make our Pika Stars, which is just a bunch of concrete and concrete powder. And I've already gone ahead and set up all of the patterns for this, so we can just craft everything we need. I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to need of each, so I'm just going to make a stack each and start putting them in there. Alright, and I think I have this set up correctly, so I just need to put the last piece in, which is pink concrete. Let's see if this works. Nope, didn't do that right. Alright, so let me try that again. And again. Sped it up a bit. There we go. That worked. Just needed more speed, or maybe I put it in wrong. But we've got a Pika Star. But now that we have a Pika Star, I'm gonna make 9 more of those just so we have them. And after way too much time manually putting in all that concrete, I have my 10 Pika Stars. That took a bit of time. Probably be easier to automate that with modular routers or super factory manager, but yeah, maybe for the Pika Stars. But now what we're going to want to do is fight the ATM team, and the first few steps are going to be to get some of these badges, and to find those we actually have to go to the structures. And the first structure that we're going to go to is the Best Buy gym, where we're going to battle for the microwave badge. And that is actually the first structure that we came across when we started this world, which I believe should be right over here. I think that's where it was. No. Where was that? That was right here. And we should have a teleport to it. So let's go find out. Zermies, I think is what it was. Yeah, this is the first structure that we came across when we started. And I had no idea what it was. But if we look here, this is Toshiba Microwave. I challenge you to a battle. And I've changed my team around a bit. Of course, we can't really see anything. But I changed my team around a bit because we needed level 88 as our start. So hopefully we can battle these. I don't know what level of this Pokemon are going to be, so we're going to have to find out. Oh, he's mega evolving. Alright. Oh, that hurt. Okay. These guys might be difficult. This dude's got Groudon. Are you kidding me? Can't even see him. He's so big and he's outside. Let's go take a look real quick. Holy, it's Primal Groudon too. Oh, Earthquake did a good amount. Can we live this? He's also gonna smack the heck out of me, but I move faster. Alright. Lucario. That should also Earthquake it. Yeah, but Aura Sphere is going to move quicker. Lucario's just faster than I am. Alright, Mega Gardevoir versus Lucario. Can I... Ooh, that was close. There we go. Mystical Fire got off though. I am faster, so this should do a decent amount. It's going to keep him alive though. And that's going to finish me off. Ninja for the win versus a level 90 Piplup. Corviknight is massive. All right. Can I finish off Piplup? There we go. Not too bad. And we beat our first gym leader in the ATM series. The Toshiba Microwave. Let's make sure to grab our badge box out. And let's put our first badge in here. And then the next one we're going to head to is the B Gym to get the lobster badge. And we know where that one is too. That's right here. Go ahead and head on inside. And I'm going to go ahead and swap around. Let's throw Gardevoir up there. And let's fight Nectar. Oh, and he's using Arcanine. Probably better off to switch to our Greninja here. And let's Hydro Pump. Venusaur looking mighty thick. I'm not a big fan of Venusaur's Mega Evolution. Let's go ahead and hit you with a Fire Punch. Oh, poison. Yeah, he's gonna be tanky. Tanky and super fast. I might be weak to poison, but if I can get this off. That's a pretty big chunk. Can I live this Sludge Bomb though? That's the question. I can't. Okay. That might have been a bad call. Earthquake does it though. Gotta rely on good old Garchomp. Oh, Gigantamax. See if Dragon Darts can do it. No, but it's close. And Blizzard's gonna take me out. And I haven't buffed up these Pokemon too much yet. Or have gotten decent moves for them or anything. So they're not as strong as they could be. But it's still doing pretty decent. Swap back to Greninja. See if I can live this. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna go ahead and use a revive here and grab Garchomp. Then I'm gonna use a max potion on Garchomp. Corviknight should be able to. Nope. Okay, Corviknight's out. That's fine. Should be able to Earthquake and take this out though. Perfect. And we have our next badge, or at least we should. Maybe not. Why didn't we get the lobster badge? Is that not the trainer? Or the gym? Just not sure why we didn't get the gym badge. We'll come back to this later. And we went ahead and put our healing station on a stick. So that way we don't have to worry about constantly coming home to heal our Pokemon. And here we are at Steve's Staycation. It is up in the sky. And if you played AllTheMons Tent to the Sky, this was one of the biomes, or one of the starting islands that you could pick. And this is actually the starting island that I did pick. Oh, kind of cool. Let's see, is he in the RV or is he downstairs? Yep, there you are. And Phantom Force again. There we go. And I got the Skyblock badge. Let's pop that in here for now. Now we're gonna look for the airship. Airship Chalk Factory. 200 blocks away. Oh, it's right here. Hello, good sir. Reggie Gigas. Oh no. That's gonna hurt, but let's use Dragon Darts again, and that should finish Reggie Gigas. Suicune. Nice. One more Thunder Punch should do it. There we go. And there's our Toblerone badge. So other than us not getting the lobster badge, the other badge that we need is the bath salt badge. And I don't know if the bath is here yet. Yeah, this isn't what we're looking for. I think we might need to manually find him. So Wandering, Ultra Mega, Shiny Porygon. Yeah, so it looks like everything else that we're gonna need for now is going to be a Wandering gym. So this one says, okay, so this is bath salt, so it's a custom gym. So we need to find bath salts. Structure item is a block of unobtainium, signature item. So the custom gym isn't in for this guy yet. So we're gonna need a block of unobtainium to summon them. There we go. Let's fight you for the bath salt gym. We didn't get our badge from that one either. But at this point, it is just going to be wandering around and finding the rest of the gyms to get the badges. And then we're good to go. So I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to take forever. And it's just more battling that, well, yeah. And I'm going to need to rebattle this guy and the Nectar at the B gym to get their badges, because hopefully they drop. Looking online real quick, it does seem like there has been a bug in the past that prevented them from dropping, but for now we're just gonna keep battling them to see if we can get it. Also, in between episodes, I went ahead and did a ton of the battle tower so I could get blue orbs and red orbs from the battle tower, so that way we can use that in our StarCraft. Because at this point we just need a couple more items and the rest of the badges that drop to make our first Pika Star. But a couple of the harder items to get that we don't have yet is going to be the electric Terra Shards. We have 9 Stella Terra Shards already, so we really only need one more, but we don't have any electric Terra Shards. And to get that, we're gonna need to fight electric Pokemon. And the Terra Shards have a chance to drop when you defeat one of the Pokemon of the type that you're looking for. So we need to search for electric Pokemon. And I'm not sure if Marie drops them, but we'll keep fighting until we find out. There we go. Got our first electric Terra Shard. So now we just need to get, well, quite a few more of them. We need 3 per Pika Star craft. So we're going to need a lot. Which means everything that needs to be done this episode is, well, just running around and exploring. Which is great if you're playing. But for recording, not so much. So that's where we're going to end today's episode. I know it's a bit shorter of an episode, but we're so close to the Pika Star. It's just these tiny little things that we need that just take a lot of time to get. And if I would have known about them sooner, I would have started doing this way earlier. Which means between episodes here, I'm going to be fighting a ton of electric type Pokemon and battling a bunch of gyms to get all the badges needed. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because next episode, I think it's time to craft the Pika Star. It's once I'm done getting these things, we're gonna have everything we need to do it, which is so cool. But with that, I will see you in the next one. Later.